I know that Philando Castile's murderer was let go and he was acquitted of the charges, but what I wanted to do was just show something, because there is something that is very disgusting that is happening on YouTube, specifically in social media. There are Caucasians and Black people that are making videos saying that these shootings are fake. They are false flags. The Illuminati is doing this. The media is showing crisis actors, and all of this is a setup. And what is very interesting to me is that in the same breath, they will say that the elites are trying to push martial law. They want to be able to kill people without being brought to charges, so they can just kill freely and nothing will happen to them. This is something that, if you go on crazy ass Alex Jones or Mark Dice or any of these psychos out here who are doing these Illuminati confirmed videos, they will basically say that, the one world order is against all these Bible believing people. The Christians are on the right path, right? So the killings and the martial law and everything implemented would be against the people. And what is so crazy to me is that these psychos 100% behind Trump, and they voted in Trump, which goes to show they have no vision, they have no discernment, they have nothing, not a thought going on in their brain beyond their little white bubble. Because when you go to a predominantly Caucasian neighborhood, there are no cops there. I've driven through some of these neighborhoods and I don't see police officers on every corner. I don't see a police officer behind a fence or behind a business watching people. I don't see police officers driving through their neighborhoods just watching them, waiting for them to do something that they think is breaking some law they have in their brain. I don't see them in their neighborhoods watching if somebody jaywalks. I'm not seeing that at all. No matter what income level, you can tell it's a Caucasian neighborhood, but I've been through those neighborhoods specifically looking for police officers and I see not one. But in a predominantly Black neighborhood, no matter if you are middle class, no matter if you are the working poor, no matter if you are in poverty, there are always police officers around where there are a lot of Black people. Because even in my neighborhood, it was never like that when we had Black owners here. But this is the reason why I will be moving from here, because we now have Caucasian owners, and I have seen one or two Caucasians up here and I'm not feeling it. So it's time for me to go. We are already going through what these psychos are talking about. As far as martial law being implemented, it's been implemented. It's going on in the Black neighborhoods. A Black person can be walking down the street doing nothing. They could be walking from work, and then they say this person has a wide nose and they fit the description of somebody who robbed someone or killed someone, and a police officer can pull up and shoot them and kill them or put them in jail. And these people have done nothing. We all know about the woman who was falsifying evidence to get specifically black males locked up in prison. They have a system and everybody is working in it. The police officers have regained their title of slave patrol. We're not citizens of this land. We don't have rights. When have we ever? And this is how they view us, whether we like it or not, whether it's against the law or not. To honestly think that they hold to that ink to paper that we call laws is laughable. Nothing's changed, just the way that it's done has changed. If you're a slave and you work on their plantations and you make them rich, just because you work around Caucasians, they get a benefit. They're always paid more than you, so they have a benefit. They're comfortable. And then as far as slavery, if you do something they don't like, or you could be doing nothing at all, they will put you in slavery. They'll put you in jail. There's lots of innocent people in slavery now. They're in jail. They've done nothing. Martial law, they just kick in an innocent woman's door and shoot her granddaughter in the head. They can get a warrant for any home, especially in a black neighborhood. They don't even have to have a warrant. They can just say they saw a suspicious shadow somewhere, and they can get away with doing whatever they've taken people, they've beaten people, they've done a lot of things. Martial law was implemented a long time ago, but it was done to the black community. Talking about FEMA camps, I mean, we're locked up in slavery. We're behind bars for absolutely nothing. Right now, there's somebody behind bars for weed, and weed is legalized. And the very state is legalized. There's a drug pandemic going on in the Caucasian neighborhoods. And they say these people are ill and they have a disease and they have a sickness. I would love for somebody to explain how you catch meth and heroin and opioids. I really would like to know that, because that's interesting to know that this is a disease that can just be brought on. Just meth just shows up in your body, an illness. You just walk outside and I don't know, in a certain degree, and you just get sick with heroin. I don't know how that happens. I would love someone to explain it for me. It just shows you the bullshit. But yet black people were locked up for having drugs on them, especially crack, and they weren't given treatment. Right now, the state will pay for treatment. Yours truly, Governor Pence, well, now Vice President Pence, his little health care, it covers people who are drug addicts. But it wasn't like that before, especially when it was black people. And people are trying to act like we're blended, because we're free range chickens, that we're free, we're equal, we're not. So nothing has changed in this sick ass country. When you listen to these psychos talk about martial law being implemented and, people just being killed, you can just kill a person in this country. Who is that happening to? Which really shows you who the chosen people are. I mean, if you're sitting up here saying that the chosen people, martial law is going to happen to them, they're going to be killed with impunity and all of that, all these things befalling innocent people who are the chosen people, should make people think a little deeper. But I just wanted to show all of the unarmed, innocent people who have been killed. They've been murdered. Nobody's been held accountable. Nobody. They are lynching black people again. And nobody has anything to say about it.